I think the first thing to look at is this question of global order writ large. The United States and its allies following World War II put into place an order among a number of dimensions, and that has served the United States and many other countries around the world exceedingly well for 60+ years. It's maintained great power peace. It's seen an expansion of trade, of democracy, of financial flows, and things that have added to the prosperity and the peace of the world. That international order is coming under some pressure now. And the pressures that we see come from places like Iran and North Korea putting pressure on the non-proliferation order, the rise of autocracies in places where we were seeing the advance of democracies before, the decline of multilateral trade negotiations and the decline of the Doha round. We see pressures that are increasing on the global order at the very time when the United States and its traditional allies are coming under increasing austerity pressures to finance maintenance of that order. So we believe that we need to look to new partners, and we've decided that these 4 countries that we've listed here, the ones we call the global swing states, are 4 potentially promising partners for engagement with the United States. I think one of the individuals we spoke to in Brazil put it perfectly when he said that Brazil wants a room in the house, doesn't want to tear the house down. And what he was referring to was these countries want greater representation in the order. Sometimes they want modification to the rules. They want to be involved in the rule-making mechanisms, whether it's financial, trade, non-proliferation, or the big prize, the UN Security Council. What they don't want to do is scrap the entire order itself and replace it with something else. And because that's the case, that gives us something that the United States and these countries can work together on. I think it depends on the country and the issue. There are some issues like India where the potential to do things on democracy is much greater than what the Indians have actually done. But then there's issues like maritime security and maintaining the maritime order, where India is increasingly active and really does seem like it wants to have a robust engagement on that issue. So I think it depends on the issue and on the country. Well, that's the big question. The big question is, can we make room in the liberal order for these states? I believe we can. I don't believe that they want to move the order in such a direction that it would create a world that the United States wouldn't want to live in. I think quite on the contrary. We're not going to agree all the time on where to go with these countries, but if we work together with them, I think that gives us the best chance to create the kind of world that we all want to live in. None of these states want to get between the United States and China. What I think that the United States should be doing with these kinds of relationships with these states is making more resilient the rules-based environment, so that if China rises as China is, it is rising into an environment in which the rules are robust and are being backed up by powerful states that have bought into that order. In the perfect scenario, China would be a partner in that effort. But we don't know where China is going. And so if China is a partner, then great. And if it's not a partner, then at least we have put into place the kinds of rules and arrangements that will allow the United States and its partners to maintain the kind of order that we'd like to see.